Heaven is not the ultimate destination, despite what most people believe. It is not the ultimate goal. We will need to return to earth again if we go to heaven. The majority of people make this error. Heaven is merely a pit break on the way. On our visit, we will receive quality instruction there. When we return to earth, we will be able to form the gold image. Therefore, those that enter heaven are not necessarily the best. The best are taken to Brahma Lok. In modern society, everyone is focused on the body, they are completely unconcerned with the soul. We are all aware of the distinction between a living and a dead body. Because consciousness permeates every cell in the body, a body is alive. The basis of this consciousness, according to Lord Krishna, is the soul, a minuscule fraction of him. A knowledgeable person should be able to distinguish between a dead corpse and a living body. When one can consider the distinction between the spirit and the human body, knowledge begins to emerge. According to what Lord Krishna states in Bhagwad Gita, the consciousness that permeates the entire body is the fundamental characteristic that distinguishes a live body from a dead body. We should be aware that anything that permeates our complete body is unbreakable. That imperishable soul cannot be destroyed by anyone. The soul, however, is imprisoned in a physical body in an impure state. This embodied soul moves ceaselessly between bodies, including the one we are using right now. According to what Lord Krishna says in Bhagwad Gita, the spirit equally goes into another body after death, as the embodied soul repeatedly passes through this body from childhood to adolescence to old age. A sober individual is not confused by such a change. The soul is always moving in this body itself, from childhood through a later stage of life. The learned men view death as a process in which the soul has relocated to an entirely new body. They comprehend that the nature of the soul does not experience loss. Therefore, for people who lack knowledge, death is the largest illusion. Krishna begins the Bhagavad Gita by saying this because Arjuna was complaining about having to kill his instructor and his grandfather, both of whom he adored. Krishna reassures Arjuna that death is merely an illusion and there is nothing called death. The body where the soul resides can be separated into two types. The gross body, which is made up of elements like earth, fire, water, air, and ether, and the subtle body, consisting of intelligence, mind, and false ego. Only the physical body dies as we transition from one body to another. From one body to the next, we are carried by the subtle body. Our minds, intellects, and false selves do not alter. These three things are always with us. We've probably seen that when a youngster gets older, he develops particular behaviors. While some kids are quite good, some are really bad, as we can see. It's not like someone taught them how to be mischievous. Many characteristics that emerge in the human body as it develops come from the subtle body. In addition to the surroundings, the subtle body also affects the gross body. Thus, the false ego, intellect, and mind are constantly present with the soul. The soul is liberated once it separates from the mind, intellect, and false ego. It is said that in this state, we can even see Krishna himself. Liberation requires complete attachment to Lord Krishna while dissociating from both the gross and subtle bodies. All of our subtle desires vanish with death, and our mind then transports us to a new body. The subtle body transports the soul from one body to the next, like how the air transfers a flower's aroma from one location to another. This explains why different people have different aspirations. Because each person carries their own karma and perceptions with them, even brothers who are born into the same family will have different tastes. If you liked watching this video, do not forget to check out the latest videos on our channel and hit that subscribe button for more knowledge.